So for making the building, I need a good place, and in mountain area there is always a very nice place, but those are like proud, a lot of stones and wood and stuff. So I have to put a lot of time to destroy those and just dismantle the nature, like our kind of species do, destroy everything and make your own home, and then fall in love with it. And it is quite nice, but it is rugged, so it takes actually a hell lot of time to just build up the place. And after building up the place, it's quite nice looking place actually, and it is quite top, quite high, so it is actually looks quite nice. What I am going to give you a trick. If you have the cultivator, you can just press it down like that, and grass, select the grass, and you can just make these uneven looking terrain, make slightly look even or natural. And then you can just make a boundary. It can be, the boundary can be as per your choice or the land's own style. So you can just make a square, rectangle, any absurd word, you can just put it there, and we can put some foundation, stone foundation there. And it is quite nice because snow actually fall down pretty quickly and cover it up. So these boundary actually is quite easy to build, these total structural boundary, because you just put those two new wall over top of each other, and you can just erect a normal plain looking boundary all around, or wall all around. And after putting that, you can just paste these one by one, or sorry, two by one, or 4 by 2. I think it is 4 by 2. So 2 by 1 or 4 by 2, you can just put those stone wall, and you can make a second layer. So it's actually going to get a nice depth in that sense, and it actually looks quite nice. So I'm not putting a single layer of the structure. I'm going to put that second layer, stone structure also, so it's actually looks quite nice. Obviously, I don't like the raggedy version of the stone wall, so I'm going to cover it up with the new slab. And uh, for if it is possible, if you had a very nice place, or you don't have enough obstacle, then you can easily put those slab. But for me, as you can see here, it is quite difficult to put it. And so you can do one thing, what I recommended, that you just put some big beams, or normal wooden beams also works. Any kind of beams, put it there, and then trying to attach it like that. So it actually works quite well, because some part of the stone wall actually downward, or under the earth. So it actually works quite nicely. Otherwise, it's a hassle to build it up and then raise the ground. It's also possible, or also a way to do that. And then after that, make some medium pillar. These medium pillar, quite good looking medium pillar, and erect it around the world. Any kind of bends and other stuff, you can just put them around, and it actually gives a good chunk of depth here. As you can see here, the lower portion and the upper portion actually looks quite nice. So now the building itself is quite easy to build. 6 by 6, not means 12 by 12 feet, 12 by 12 meter in length in between the square one, and the extended part up to your uh, liking. So I choose north and west, north and south, 4 meter extension, and left and right, or east and west, is 6 meter extension. So it is up to you how you trying to build your structure. But it is going to be somewhat like a square shape, a rough square shape. So as you can see here, so I put here 1 meter beam, or 1 meter post or pole, and throughout there, and then I apply the iron beam, the iron column, yes, iron column, and just raise the structure. So for the side part of the structure, where the balcony going to be situated, either 6 meter or 7 meter, so either 12 meter or 14 meter, sorry. And the height of the main structure is 20 meter, and 20 meter is quite high, obviously, but our main structure need to be quite high, because the walls are quite high itself, so we have to compensate like that. And now we're going to do it the slab way. And the slab way means we're just going to cover it up fully, without making any opening, or without leaving any opening or something like that. So just cover it up, not the top one, the 1 meter top, we're going to leave it there. So it looks like this. It's quite squarey and quite boring looking, but we are going to do a lot of changes here and there, so don't worry about it. And nice. So now we're going to cover the roof, and these structure actually works quite well. You don't need to worry about any kind of support and all that. It's actually supported quite well, the new roof, and it's quite easy to put it there. And now we're going to put these tapered pillar in the top of that structure. So we have to put this medium pillar here, and we are just going to erect a column alongside the structure, so we can easily put the taper one on the top, and then we are going to just extend that part to make a railing, a stone railing. It's actually looks quite well and works quite well here. This small beam actually my favorite part. The small beam and small column, and it's actually looks quite nice and had a great depth in it. So just place it down like that. You can just put it down on the top, or you can put it down on the bottom also here like that, and you can just make a nice looking railing there. So after putting that, you have to just cover the all part of the area, and we're going to put the ceiling and the top of the roof and all that part. So no need to worry, just finish what you have. A lot of structure need to be finished here, and as you can see here, we put this curve, these small arches here, and obviously there is some problem. I think I put it okay. I need to put a 1 meter beam here, but it's actually underneath the structure, so it is quite difficult to put it right like that. So these arch going to be extended up to these also 2 meter in depth. I have to extend it. Slightly problematic right now, but I think I have to destroy these medium beam actually, just to cover it up like that, and I can just extend that part here like this. It's actually may work. I don't know that much. The strength or the durability or whatever, the strength capacity obviously not that high. So we're going to put it like that. The iron beam, or you just put the iron column or iron beam, small iron beam, and then just cover it up like that. And now we're going to put the arches again, the small arches, and just cover it up. And now cover the iron beam by placing these normal medium stone beam. It actually looks quite well right now. Sometimes actually this portion actually works quite well, sometimes it doesn't, but there is a really good tip given by some comment that you just circle around these by the clip point or the clipping area. You can just press Q and just choose a right position to snap that particular part. So that's a really nice suggestion. I really highly regard that suggestion. So this is quite nicely placed. Now what we need to do is just cover it up and slightly extend this part, because these are going to be 4 pillar in the top of the building, top of the structure, and they're going to be a railing also. So there is a lot of job still to do. So for the entrance of this is the front part. Is very crucial because it is slightly, I think I am just slightly making it complicated by placing a lot of stone structure, but I think I can manage somehow by placing those. I think I can place those here. I may place those and just extend those part, or you can just make any other design as per your choice. I'm trying to make something like extruded part, so it's actually looks slight depth or depth perspective, actually make some depth perspective. So that's the reason I'm trying to make it slightly differently. Or I can just make a normal column, it's also okay, it's nothing special. So after extending that part, both side, the middle side is empty right now, it's still empty. So I put the small one, small beam, and just cover it up, and it's actually looks quite nice. So we're not going to put a lot of structure in front of that, so just cover it up. And the extended part, we can just this extension part, I was going to put these stone small pillar, the small stone pillar, and just going to put it like railing or some sort. So there is a small railing, and in the middle of the structure we're going to place 2 by 2 part, and just using the small arches to make a design out of it. So it's actually looks quite well. So it is quite easy to do. Quite easy, and obviously you can easily see that the four side pillar going to be removed like previously. There is some pointy structure, but right now I just replace it with the taper column. So it's also quite works quite well. I can just place this medium beam also here, so make some depth, and it's actually quite works quite well. After that, obviously these structures still need a lots of modification, changes, and all that, but the main thing is there is no need to be worry about the structure or any kind of structure, because you have to just grind it out. You can choose your own design style as per your liking. You can just make it in your own, and don't forget that in Valheim you can just make anything and everything, so don't worry, you can do whatever you like. So after putting a lot of work, it's somehow coming to a shape. I put a lot of arches, a lot of beams, a lot of columns here and there just to cover it up. Obviously there is a lot of work still pending, but it's coming to a shape, slightly more moderately finished product. So I also cover the roof railing, so it's also nice that finally something actually done in that sense. So as you can see here, the roof ceiling actually extended outward, giving a depth, and it's actually works quite well. And inside of the structure there is a lot of doors and windows are going to be, so you can just make it on your own. You don't need any kind of inspiration for that particular subject. You can just follow what you like or what your design language is, so you can just follow it on your own. And just I'm just using this normal arches, and actually works quite well. Easy to do, actually very easy to do. And for the doors, actually I like this particular door. This is quite heavy door, wooden door obviously. So I like this particular door because these are both the big doors, and if you open it up, it's actually looks quite nice. The big one, the smaller one of the Ashland version is slightly, I don't know, one single door, but it actually looks quite nice. So these doors actually works quite well with any kind of building, because it is heavy, it is likable, and like that you can just make any kind of design. As you can see here, any kind of windows you can just put it there. It's also very nice looking design you can just make by only using arches and beams and columns, so it is quite nice. And I think other than this structure, you need a lot of windows structure, door windows and all that. But one thing you need to know, there is a two types of structure is there, or wall is there. So one is with these windows, and if you put it, sometimes actually when you put it in right position and right time, not right time, right position, it's actually looks quite well. So I put a lot of these windowed wall actually. I put it a lot of them around the structure to make it looks nice, even nicer than previous one, because the normal slab actually looks quite boring and dull. So you have to put any kind of extrusion or extruded part or any kind of dimension you get from like a windows or from a door or from a like edges, ledges, any kind of thing. So you need that kind of structural difference or difference in any sort, so to make it looks nice. So we are almost there. Window, door are done, normal works are also done. So now place some these nice windowed wall. It actually looks quite nice, and if you just run it over like throughout the area, it's actually going to work quite well. So as you can see here, I'm just putting some windows here and there. It actually looks different, and from the light from the inner side actually works, also shows quite nicely. And now we're going to put some beam, these medium beam, and we're going to put it like that, slightly outward, and we're going to just run it down throughout the structure, so it actually looks a edge or a ledge around the building. So it's actually create a nice illusion of a depth, and it actually looks also quite nice. So after putting a ledge around the structure, as you can see here, the balcony comes here and just rotate the whole structure. It's actually quite looks quite well, and you can also put it one or two places throughout the structure, so it actually makes it quite nice. I put the second one's slightly downward, so it's actually also give you some really nice difference or slight deviation from the main plain slab. It's actually coming, obviously a lot of time it's actually really hard to put those pieces. Now we're going to make the entrance or whatever I'm trying to make. And as you can see here, I'm just making 1 meter gap here, and that is intentional gap because I'm trying to make a double layer one. If I make a single layer, actually it is quite difficult to actually put 2 arches side by side. So we're going to put it like that. We're going to extend that part here like that, so it's actually works quite well. And after deleting the rest of this, actually works quite well nicely. And this is going to be the lower case or the staircase, not the lower staircase or something like that. So It's also extended part because there is not a single turret over there, so I'm just extend these up to these, and because I don't have any hope to just reach in the top bottom of the structure, so or bottom of the land, because there is only a huge slope in there. So just keep it up to these and just leave it that. So that is a total video. I think it is quite easy to do, but a lot of time is going to take in from your life, and your life going to become hell. And obviously, after making that, a dragon can come and just destroy your house. So that's it. Thank you very much. See you next time. Bye bye.